It's 1986. Dolores, you are finishing getting ready. You are at the Desert Air Motel just outside of Baker, California. Not too long ago, you were doing your entrance exam to try and get in the FBI, which had been your dream forever to get into the FBI, and you did your exam and you thought it went well. But then you got a call saying that you had been chosen by another agency called Section 3, and that you were to report immediately, if you wanted the job, to Baker, California for your training day. You would be meeting there an established, more senior agent who would be coming to pick you up at 8 a.m. sharp in front of the Desert Air Motel in Baker to give you your training day. As you are perhaps finishing brushing your teeth and kind of getting ready for this morning, having slept very fitfully, you had a strange nightmare that started off with you taking your entrance test for the FBI and then looking up and realizing you were in this huge room with hundreds and hundreds of other places for people, but that you were alone in it with just the hum of the neon lights up above and the white walls and the gray carpet and kind of nothing else. And then when you turned to the right, you looked and there was a window there. And outside that window, you saw a strange world outside. The sky was red and the ground was made of black sand that looked almost like crushed glass. And somewhere in the distance, in your dream, you could see a tall, dark obelisk that was standing surrounded by what you think were solar panels, maybe something like that. And just as you were wondering what all that was about, you heard someone clear their throat behind you in the room, and it echoed, and you turned around and you woke up in sweats. Showered, brushed your teeth. As you are getting ready and checking yourself in the mirror one last time, what do you see in the mirror?
Dolores sees a pale woman with just a touch of makeup to sort of bring some color back to her face. Not unattractive, but sort of plain. Somebody who maybe has a little bit of just a hint of hope left over in the twinkle of her eye. She's fit. She's in good shape. She's dressed appropriately. She's dressed in a blazer and a dress shirt and slacks, comfortable, low heels, professional. She wants to make a good impression, and a big pair of wireframe glasses.
Dolores, how are you feeling? What with this nightmare that you had, and kind of this strange assignation to this bureau you'd never heard of before?
Anxious. She's very anxious right now. She's doing the sort of, while she's sort of checking herself out in the mirror, shifting from foot to foot and fidgeting with her hair. She can't quite get one piece to sit just so, and then she tries to fix it again and just makes it worse until she finally sort of gives up and anxious. She's very on edge.
You finish getting ready, and the last thing that you pick up from the table where you left it is your gun, and you have not really used a gun much before. In your training, you discovered you had an aptitude for it, that you were very, very good. You were a dead shot, in fact. It might still feel a bit strange to have this, but you grab it and you slide it on your belt under your suit jacket, or wearing your jacket perhaps overall. And you step outside. It's the desert. It's incredibly bright. There's just this intense bright white light, and you kind of expect it to be really warm, but it isn't. There's kind of this non-weather happening where it's neither really warm nor cold. It's just this strange kind of bright white outside environment, and you stand there on the corner near the Desert Air Motel. It's a small town, Breaker. It's very small. Few vehicles pass by. An old woman who's walking a dachshund kind of crosses the street and walks into a store, and very quiet, very quaint.
I think that Dolores sort of tries to smile and give nods to those that pass her by, but it's awkward. She's awkward. Maybe a little bit off-putting in that awkwardness.
The people here respond in kind enough. They are not cold. They're not gregarious neither. They kind of politely nod and look at you maybe a little longer than you might expect they would normally. They're in fine. And then suddenly you look up the road, and what does she see driving towards her, Ian?
Pulling up the road, which, I mean, it's probably 10 to 15 minutes late after the time that he was told to pick them up, is a burgundy big body Lincoln Continental, full stock metal, like just kind of coasting up the road towards the motel. Driving is a lighter skinned male who, a low crew cut. It looks kind of like he cuts his own hair. You see small plumes of cigarette smoke coming out of the side of the window, and very old plastic gas station shades. If anyone was to take a closer look, like if we went inside the vehicle, like this is a man who you can see on his face is burdened with knowledge and stress, and it shows in his outward appearance. Just, he's not in a suit like Dolores is, or a blazer or anything. He's wearing casual pants and a crumpled linen shirt that I'm sure that he pulled from under a pillow or something out of his home. Silence in the car. There's no music as he brings the car to a slow stop.
Car stops right in front of you. Dolores, what do you do?
I think she stares at him for a little moment, sort of trying to register that this is in fact the person she's supposed to be meeting. And sort of gives a wave.
Reaches over, rolls the window down, like cranks it down, and goes, Dolores?
Yes?
Yeah, get in. All right, hold on. And you hear clanks and crumpled paper like shuffles around, and then he like opens the door from the inside.
She takes a moment and sort of surveys the mess and slowly lowers herself into the seat and very promptly fastens her seatbelt.
How you doing? Sorry, I was late. I didn't care enough to be here. Sorry.
She is like in the middle of checking her wristwatch, which is like classic like ladies 80s wristwatch, gold band with like a pearl face, and she checks it and then looks back to you, and as soon as you make the comment of not wanting to be here, it sort of clears her throat, and again very awkward. It doesn't really know what to say to that, and sort of just says no problem.
Perfect. A couple. So, shit. So we're gonna be working together. It's first week, day. How fresh are you out of the academy?
Pretty fresh. It's my first day. Training day.
Fuck. All right, that's right. Shit. Okay. And you can see like this man hasn't slept. For what reason you don't know. He's like, yeah.
Do you want me to drive?
No, and thank you for saying that. We have rules around here.
Oh,
You don't touch my glove compartment. There's a phone right there. Don't touch it. I don't care what happens to it. Just don't touch
wow. I haven't actually been in a car with a car phone before. That's pretty cool.
There is
Yeah,
right
well-
in between the two seats this big red plastic phone that was kind of at an angle. I don't know if you remember those, but it's kind of like built into the car, like the receptacle is built inside the car, and there's this long cable that's got the cable, but then it's got like a metal cable that runs through it that attaches it so it can't be cut and kind of taken away, and it sits right there, right in between the two. Get a strange feeling when you look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, don't touch that. You're a part of the bureau, so this isn't going to surprise you. There's a gun under your seat. There's a gun behind you, and if you flip down that visor, a knife's going to pop out. So if you need to check your makeup or whatever, just be careful.
That's fine. I am armed myself.
I hope so.
It just feels like a lot of you know what? Never mind. Okay, I'm excited to be working with you.
Okay. Yeah. No. Same. Training day. Have you eaten?
No. Are we gonna eat first? Is there a case that we should be, jumping on, perhaps?
Yeah, there is, but it's 8 a.m, and there's a gas station down the street that has really good 8 a.m. hot dogs, and he kind of like pulls off.
It's at 8 o'clock in the morning. She's like horrified by this, like very clearly upset by the idea of eating a hot dog. This is very much the difference between Bones and Dolores. Very upset at the idea of eating a hot dog at 8 a.m. in the morning. Sounds horrific to Dolores. It sounds like a really good time to Bones. Sounds like a Tuesday.
Jeez. But yeah, I don't look for pedestrians or anything. Like, I'm not a safe driver, and I just pull off.
I think every once in a while, if you're like peeling off, I'm like, you can see her mouth like opening and closing again to like obviously wanting to suggest maybe you slow down. You see her hitting like the invisible brake on the passenger side a few times.
He notices that because I'm sure you're stamping on like the floorboard of his car, and fully head turns to you, and he's like, "Hey, still driving. Hey, you nervous, anxious? Your car, like you're not gonna get sick, are you?"
No, I just really wish that you would maybe follow the rules of the road. That would be really great.
Pulls it to the gas station. He's already annoyed, like heavily.
You pull into the Texaco, and there's a 7-Eleven attached to it. And as soon as you get out, so there's like 2-3 other truck here, mostly kind of gassing up for the day. You see there's this one vagrant-looking type who's got like a long trench coat and this big-ass sweater that's dirty and kind of went on. He's hanging by the door, and when people kind of walk by, he opens the door, and then he kind of, looking away, just sort of holds out his hand. And when you guys kind of head towards the front, he holds the door for you. It's like, a spare cigarette?
Yeah, and pulls out a crumpled pack, and there's like one left in there, and he's like, "It's yours, it's fine."
Oh, gee, thanks, man. You got a light?
You want me to smoke it for you too? Jesus.
Hey, man, relax. Just,
Just go inside, get a bucket of matches. They're free.
They don't let me go in there anymore.
Oh, jeez.
Toby, that guy behind the counter, is a real dick.
I pull out an old burgundy Zippo lighter, and I light it for. Don't do it. Don't bring attention to it. And I light the cigarette for the guy.
When you do light the cigarette for him, Bones, I would like you to make me a roll, please.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
man. Wow. We're
Yeah.
starting early, aren't we?
You're going to roll +0. So roll 2d10 and add them together.
12.
12. That's great.
Oh, fuck.
You as he leans down to light the cigarette, while the cigarette's in his mouth and lighting, you hear him say to you, "You're gonna regret having come here, little girl." And you can see his lips are not moving as he's puffing and trying to get the cigarette to light, and it's not happening. And he's like, Bright's having trouble kind of like getting the flame go in, and he's like kind of trying to cover it from the wind and all that. He's like, "You're gonna regret coming here, little girl. Just whatever you do, don't touch the obelisk."
Pardon me?
Thanks, man. Are these menthol?
Yeah.
All right. No, that's great. Thanks. Appreciate it. I appreciate it. And he holds the door for you, and he stares at you, Bones. And when you kind of walk by him, he says, "You're not alone anymore."
It is 8 o'clock in the morning. She hasn't had her morning hot dog yet. She stops dead in her tracks and just stares at him.
There's some change. I could use a cup of coffee.
She's just deadpan, doe-eyed, wide as all get out, and like very slowly reaches into her little brown leather handbag and like gives him like a couple of quarters.
Thanks. Appreciate it. Staring at you like he's looking inside of you.
She like feels clammy and pushes past Bright to get inside of the 7-Eleven.
Don't forget the obelisk.
She head down and it's like going back towards where the coffee stand is, and is very like awkwardly and clumsily making herself a cup of coffee.
For your information, due to your roll of 12, I have a hold. So a hold in Kult means that at some point I can use this disadvantage of yours against
You son of a gun. Love it. Love it. I love this game so much.
You settle up inside. You get to the coffee station. There's like 3 big, pressed down kind of jugs of coffee. There's one that's written regular, one's written decaf, and one's written hazelnut maple crunch.
Gross. She's getting regular.
Bright comes right up next to her and like the biggest cup fills it with hazelnut maple crunch. It's just okay. Just real obnoxious about it too. Stupid big cup. Okay. So
Hot dog.
yeah, we do have to look into something. Bleak, remind me the name of the hotel.
The Stardust Motel.
Stardust Motel. We do have a couple of things to look into. We are going to head to the Stardust Motel and start there. Did you get any information? Grabs a hot dog, covers it in mustard.
As you're grabbing the hot dog and asking her that, you hear a voice from behind. It kind of goes, "You ain't going to the Stardust Motel." When you look, you see Toby, 19 years old, tall, gangly, long, greasy hair. He's got like a little leather thing around his head, like a little headband, leather headband thing. Got the 7-Eleven thing. His name's upside down on the bag. "You're not going to the Stardust Motel?"
Is that so, friend?
Yeah, man.
What is that? Is that supposed to direct my attention dramatically? Like
Yeah,
it, like
he
turn my
points to something like kind of over your head.
Oh, okay. That was in character, by the way. I would never speak to you like that. Like, I look up. Like, what do I see?
You see a TV, and there's it's on the news, and it's a local channel, and the newscast currently is about how the firefighters have just finally managed to put out the fire at the Stardust Motel. The images that you see are cops and firefighters and newspaper reporters, and the motel is basically a smoking. Yeah, burned down last night. Been fighting a fire all night. Guess they just finally got under control.
Well, shit.
I hope you didn't have your luggage there, man. If you're looking for another good place for illicit rendezvous for you and your missus, their motel. That's up on Thompson.
I get really close to the counter where Toby is, and I go, "What the fuck did you say?"
Nothing, man. I'm just giving you options.
Options for what? You're just gonna sit there and
you're
sing
looking for a
something?
motel? I'm telling you, dude.
Really? That's how you get it. I take my badge from out of my pocket and I slam it on the counter. I was like, "You want to rethink that shit?"
Whoa. Hey, man. I didn't mean none by it. Look, how about coffee's on the house today? How about that?
And the hot dogs?
And the hot dogs. No chili on them though. Just the condiments on the left there.
That's fine. You have a good day, Toby.
Yep. You too, sir. Ma'am.
She has a banana from like the banana thing.
Oh,
in her hand.
that's not covered though. Unfortunately, that's going to be 75 cents.
She
Pops back into the store and go, "Hey!"
On the house, free for our men and women of the Thin Blue Line here today at the Baker 7-Eleven. Thank you very much for your patronage, and have a good day.
Okay, bye. And
Bye.
she's got coffee in one hand and banana in the other hand, and then she stops.
Yeah.
That man outside, is he a local vagrant?
He kind of leans forward, looks out. Oh yeah, that's Teddy.
Oh,
He's
okay.
harmless, nor bomb. All right. I don't let him in here because he goes in the restroom and he pees on the toilet paper. I'm having to change that thing like 3-4 times a day, so I'm just kind of letting him cool his heels outside for one day, seeing how he likes that. But he's not problematic. Never peed on him.
Okay.
That I know of.
Sure. Okay. All right. And he lives in the area?
Yeah, he's kind of bigger. I don't think he really has a home address or anything. Kind of, moves about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not dangerous unless you're toilet paper.
Sure. Okay. That's fair. Luckily, I'm not. Thank you.
You're not from around here, are you?
No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not.
might want to get out of here if you can.
That's what Teddy said.
You do you. He
Um,
keeps on writing.
Okay. Well, I guess have a nice day.
Yeah, you too. And your boss is a real dick.
Yeah. Well, you said something very disgusting to him in reference to me. So, for as much as I begrudgingly have to say this, he was right. Maybe next time you don't speak about.
Man, my name is Paul, and this
individuals.
shit's between y'all.
Okay. Well, I guess you know what. Go fuck yourself. And then she leaves.
Jesus fucking Christ! What happened to serve and protect?
Protect these nuts.
Outside, Ardent, you look up into the sky and you can clearly see now the pillar of black smoke from where Bella is parked.
Yeah, it's standing next to the Continental. Like he took 2 hot dogs, like shoving a hot dog in his mouth. He's like, "Well, shit, that was a lead."
We probably should still swing by.
Oh, I planned on it. It's just
Oh.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Mhm.
Having to talk to the local rescue people and looky-loos and what have you, and then they're going to be like, why is the FBI there? Like, it's... Yeah.
Can I ask exactly what the case is?
Do you need some details from me, or?
Yes. I was trying to take notes earlier, and they're all fumbled.
You are looking for a girl who went missing in Appalachia in 1967. Her name is Delphia Kitchen. You've been on her trail for some time. This was in relations to a few other inquiries you had going on, but that was the latest bit of information you'd gotten from Detective Church, and have been trying to track her down. You've tracked her down through several towns over here, never really kind of being able to get a hold of her, but the last bit of information that you got was that she was probably staying at the Stardust Motel in downtown Baker.
So I've kind of been on this, what now feels like a goose chase. I've been looking for somebody, name's Delphia Kitchen. Last known spot was that hotel. So.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Just a missing persons case.
Mostly, yeah.
I see. Well, and she starts just walking towards the passenger door. Banana in one hand, coffee.
Is that all you got? It gets into the car.
It's a nutritious breakfast, and she gets in and settles into the car, and she begins to unpeel the banana and eat it, but in the most insane way possible. She takes really, really tiny bites and chews them completely, and then swallows until she takes another bite, and that's how she eats the banana.
You look up and you see Bright just staring at you with this look of, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Is this normal for you?
Coffee and banana? Yeah, I eat banana probably once or twice a day.
It's good to keep the potassium up.
Yeah, I prefer to not get a muscle cramp in the middle of the day.
Oh.
And she
No, that didn't. Okay. I was just sorry.
That
I was just
felt really unnecessary. She takes a really tiny little bite. Little bite.
Just testing. Just you need to fuck this. Okay, cool. And then just pulls out and goes towards the hotel. He's just trying to see if you would do anything. He's just.
It's the slowest way you've ever seen somebody eat a banana.
You arrive at the motel and find it just as you saw it a minute ago on the news, completely burned to a crisp. There are several cars also in the parking lot that have been burned or damaged by the fire. There's a number of firefighters. They look like they finally got it under control. They're just kind of clearing out and investigating a little bit. There's a yellow police line, do not cross, bunch of local cops. The cops you see are all wearing black armbands. They wouldn't be wearing black armbands. They're wearing black bands around, which denotes that there was an officer who fell in duty recently. They all have a very kind of grim look about them. As soon as you pull up, the phone starts ringing.
Immediately pick it up.
Is it a loud ring? Is it startling?
Yeah, very much so.
She almost drops her banana.
And it's one of those that in between rings as just a second. It's ring, ring, ring.
Oh, it's one of those. Yeah.
I
immediately pick it up.
As soon as he picks it up, you can kind of overhear the voice on the other end, Bones, and it sounds really strange and garbled. It sounds like gibberish really to you, like it's coming from a million miles away, and it's kind of distorted and weird, and you actually start feeling kind of nauseous. You feel your stomach kind of turn in on itself, and you desperately feel like you need air. The voice is just making you feel lightheaded and just strange.
I immediately start just rolling the window down as quickly as I possibly can.
It's one of those.
Yeah, it's a crank. She's cranking.
You roll it down. Bright, meanwhile, you hear in your ear the very beautiful, imagine like, I guess the voice of what's her name? The Ellen Mirren.
Nice.
Agent Bright. It appears your current lead is, well, not as valuable as it might have been. We have a second lead for you. Place called Sunwell Industries, a ranch. Is Agent Kellogg in the car with you?
Yes.
Send her outside for a moment.
Okay. Does the thing to where, like, puts his hand over the receiver, pulls the phone away, looks over at Dolores and goes, "Get out."
Gladly. And she just immediately she, like, scrambles out of the car with her coffee in hand and steps out.
Is she gone?
She is.
Very well. Sunwell Industries, a ranch belonging to a man called Eli Wallach. Sun Farm, just north of the city. That is where you should continue your investigation. Has Agent Kellogg displayed any strange behavior so far?
Yeah, she doesn't like breakfast hot dogs for one, and she eats a banana like a gerbil.
I see. Anything that you think I might actually find interesting?
The gerbil bit is kind of interesting. Question, Bleak, above table. Did I notice, I know I may not have heard what Teddy said, but did I notice that there was like an awkward
interaction? Yeah,
prolonged,
maybe. Yeah,
yeah. Okay. She had a moment with a houseless person at the gas station. It's a bit of a million-mile stare for a little bit. But then she handed him money and then walked into the gas station. Is this person going to be a problem for me?
We don't expect that she will be. You should take the time to teach her properly. Is it... Would it be pertinent for me to remind you of our understanding? And at this point, I'm going to ask you to roll, Ian, on your condemned disadvantage. You're going to give me a roll plus 0. That's 2d10s plus 0.
11 total.
11 total. As she mentioned this, you get the sense that something horrible is going to happen. You know without doubt that death has just gotten that much closer to you. You've always felt like you have only a certain amount of time left, that you are marked for death, and right now you feel like that clock just advanced a couple of hours. You will lose 2 stability.
Oh, okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
And you get the sense that the person on the other end of the phone, the authority, is not amused currently with your
bits,
and somehow this has shortened the amount of time you do have.
Hey, It's no, you don't have to remind me of our agreement. I'm well aware.
You know that your service to the agency is the only thing that is keeping this fate of yours at bay. Well, a waste of talent. Let fate take its course too early, don't you think?
I'm gonna be honest with you, at this point, I don't know. But to appease this conversation, yes, you're right. I apologize for my sarcasm.
Perfect. Sunwell Industries, the wall of crime. Keep us posted. The line goes dead.
Jesus. He hangs up the phone. It goes into the glove compartment, and there's like Twinkies and cigarettes. And he grabs a pack of cigarettes, and he lights one in the car, and he opens the door from the inside. And he goes, "Get in!"
Before all of this happens, you step outside, Dolores, and immediately a police officer comes towards you. Ma'am, it's a scene of crime here. I'm going to have to ask you to leave. If you need the address of another motel, I can direct you to one.
I am supposed to be here at a scene of crime, and she fumbles to get her badge out from like an inside pocket, and
He kind of leans forward and takes a look at it and goes, I don't believe I've ever seen that before. What's section 3?
it's an agency, a specialized agency, for specialized crimes.
Oh, are you the people from LA? We were told there were 2 detectives from LA coming down to help.
Yes.
Oh, thank God. Look, it's a crazy time here. This place burned down yesterday. It's cleared was arson. And yesterday also our sheriff was killed, trying to apprehend someone we believe to be the person responsible for setting fire to the hotel. So we're all a little bit on edge. We're all a little bit really kind of at the frayed end here. So apologies for my abruptness.
No, it's understandable. Do you have the name of your arson suspect?
We do. Her name is Estelle Hampton.
Okay.
She's early 30s, Caucasian, slim build, medium length brown hair. It's about all we got information from my witnesses here, but this matches the description of the person that Sheriff Cosgrove was attempting to pull over yesterday, who led her on a chase and eventually caused her vehicle to crash. And unfortunately didn't stop there after Sheriff Cosgrove's car crashed. This Estelle Hampton, or whoever was with her, went into the car and, well, brushed the sheriff's head and killed her.
Jesus. Well, I'm sorry about this. This Estelle, does she have places that she might hide out and places to go?
We're gathering that information now. We don't know where she is right now. She's a fugitive, of course. And then someone yells, "Hey, Rickards, get over here. We need you." Hold on. I gotta go see the Sarge. I'll come back to you in a minute. And he turns around and he leaves, and as he does, I'm going to ask you to make a crime scene investigator roll.
I was just going to ask to do that. Love
you can
that
roll
for
plus
me.
reason. You do have also a bunch of advantages.
Okay. How are you doing advantages? Or are we just
you get
re-rolling?
an extra D10, and then you take the 2 highest.
Can I go ahead and use one? And my reason is pretty okay. +2. So roll them. Smoke them if you
gotta add
got
your
'em.
reason.
So my 2 highest was a 9 and a 6, so that's 15 +2 is 17.
Excellent. So you get to ask me 2 questions. Now, one of them I'm going to co-opt, and I'm going to tell you something. But you can ask me any other question you want about the scene as you kind of turn to survey it.
Okay. What is the thing that you're going to tell me so I know where to go?
You will see a clue. You will see something on the ground. Do you want to get that first and then see if you want to ask a question related to that?
Yes.
As you kind of look around, you see very strangely kind of standing out. There's a bunch of debris as, you know, the firefighters have hosed the place down. A lot of it has kind of flown out and whatnot. And you notice something that kind of sticks out a little bit up ahead. You see a pill bottle, like a white pill bottle. And the cap has come off or melted off to a certain degree. And you can see a bunch of yellow pills, golden yellow pills that have spilled out of it.
Okay. I like to go over there and before I ask my question, just with a hanky from my pocket, sort of shuffle some of the pills back into the bottle and tuck it into my pocket as nonchalantly as I can. The question I would like to ask is, does this crime remind me of something I am familiar with? And if so, what?
I am going to go ahead and...
Can I ask what I'm trying to find out from this question? What I know, what Dolores is trying to find out?
Sure.
Does this look like an act of cover-up, or was this an act of chaos? And am I familiar with this sort of work?
I think, by looking at the building itself, it becomes pretty clear to you that the fire was started in one room, as you would expect, but it looks like the fire spread really quickly in that room. So you get the sense that someone actively started and used fire accelerant in a specific room to do it. So you definitely get the sense that it is arson, that it was meant to destroy the room. Whether that was to destroy evidence or destroy something else, it was a very specific room that got burned by someone who wanted to.
Okay.
And then
is there anything remaining of that room?
No.
Okay, didn't think so.
The hotel is basically kind of like cratered down.
Leveled. Yeah. Okay. The pill bottle, does it have anybody's name on it?
It does not. It has a strange symbol, which looks kind of like a three-pronged crown a bit over a moon or a sun, something like that. On the underside of it is printed the words Leviathan, TN. Very small.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And remind me, Estelle's last name Hampton?
That's right.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay. All right. I'm gonna walk back towards the car to see if Bright is done with his phone call. You're muted, Blake.
You're muted.
As you turn around and go towards the car, just as you turn, you see Bright leaning out the window and yelling, "Get in!"
Okay. I get in and very calmly. I think you see a little bit of a different side of Dolores in this moment, where you can see the inner machinations of her mind sort of twisting and running. And anything productive?
Yeah, I got a second lead that we're gonna go to here in a minute. What's your deal?
Excuse me?
What's your vibe? What's going on with you?
I
Why were you... What did they tell you about me? About any of this?
What was I told, Bleak?
Nothing that you were being assigned to a training day with a senior agent. You were told nothing
No.
about it. Didn't even know his name until the interview.
Nothing. They told me nothing. I know that this is my first day and that I was being assigned to someone, but nothing.
Okay.
Can I ask why?
Would like to know who I'm working with.
I see. So do I. Who's on the phone?
Higher ups.
I'm assuming that I was talked about.
Lightly mentioned.
Well, I hope that in the short time that we've known each other, Bright, you haven't made any hasty judgments.
You eat bananas weird. And starts the car and begins to drive.
She sort of knits her brows. Just like, you fucking eat bananas weird. Anyway, the fire was started by a woman named Estelle Hampton. It seems like she very purposefully set a particular room on fire. Just a guess, and maybe it's just throwing it out there. Perhaps it was the room you had intended to seek out. But regardless, between her and a high-speed chase with the sheriff, this town's now down one sheriff. And I also found this. And she pulls out the pill bottle and shows him the pill bottle.
I do want to hold on one moment, please, Ian. I just to give you a bit of information. The name Estelle Hampton rings a bell for you. It was part of your discussions with Church, someone that he was investigating at the time. The other thing is that you also know that you were here to not only try to find Delphia Kitchen, but that the room in itself, the room that you were looking at, there was a double homicide that occurred a few nights ago that's potentially related to you.
Got it. And the pill bottle, the name Leviathan, the symbol, does any of that ring a bell?
The name Leviathan doesn't, but I'm going to give you a roll for the other thing. I'm going to ask you to give me roll plus soul.
Got it. It's not too bad on that. 14 total.
14 total. You have seen the name for now. Because you rolled 14, it's a success with a cost. So the success is this: you have seen that symbol before. You have come to associate it with groups of people who are into the occult and whose job is to, or whose goal is to break down this illusion that you're trying to protect. This illusion that keeps humans from knowing the truth of what things are, which is what you're trying to kind of maintain. This symbol is associated with that, try to breach that, try to break that illusion down. So you've seen it before in case. So what happens because of your roll of 11, you as you see the sign on the pill bottle, you kind of try to mask maybe that, I'll let you decide what you do, but you see that and you kind of look away for a moment and you look at the motel, and you can see right at the center of the motel where the room would have been, this long corridor that kind of goes off in a direction opposite from the motel that is untouched by the flames, and you can't understand why you're seeing that, but you can see that there's a door in a wall, and beyond it there's this corridor that looks like this hotel corridor, that's this nondescript hotel corridor that kind of goes on for a bit, and then you see it and things kind of shimmer and kind of restructure themselves, and you realize there's nothing there, there's just an alley.
Okay. It's a shame that they lost the sheriff, but unfortunately it's part of the job. This look familiar to you? Holds the or points at the or taps on the symbol. You ever come across anything like this?
I'm assuming not yet. No, I don't.
No.
I have no idea. Does it seem familiar to you?
It's a symbol of a radical group. They're just a bunch of kids who play too much D&D and watch a lot of horror movies.
I hate kids who play D&D and watch horror movies.
Watch horror movies. It's annoying.
D&D's the worst.
It's the devil's work. Anyway, we're heading off to Sunwell Industries. It's a ranch. We're going to be talking to Eli Wallach. They may have a little bit more information for what I need and what I'm looking for to help push this along. Maybe a good opportunity for you to use your perception actively in the field. So, should be fun on training day.
Okay, no problem.
The car pulls away. I'm going to ask you, Bones, to give me a roll plus soul.
Okay. I would love to do that. That is 11.
11. As you drive off, the car stops for a moment, and he kind of half-assed looks down the street and then turns, and you realize you almost run over a pedestrian. There's someone that's standing right there on the sidewalk on your side of the car right next to you. And as you turn, looks at you. This person is tall, and almost impossible to tell if they're male or female. They have long black hair, beautiful features, this long black trench coat. And they look at you.
Mm-hmm.
And when they do, like I said, it's impossible to tell if they're male or female, but they have this otherworldly beauty, and you feel two things at the same time that kind of ripple through your body. One is a deep sense of physical desire for this being, but then at the same time, a strong undercurrent of fear. And the car kind of bumps and sort of gets into the road and kind of takes off, and you look in your rearview mirror, and this person is just following the car with their eyes, and then they turn and they start walking away.
I think Dolores sort of maintains like awkward and strange eye contacts with this individual, like so noticeably that she's turning in her seat. I don't recognize them in any way, do I? Okay. Do I get any other sense of anything other than that strong feeling of attraction?
Do you say that? Do you think that Dolores is someone who was raised Christian and or?
I view Dolores as somebody who grew up in a moderately Christian household. They went to church on the holidays, but she wouldn't necessarily call herself like a believer in any way.
The only thing that they remind you of kind of strangely is your mother had a book on angels, and it was all these paintings by Raphael and other big time, Renaissance painters and stuff like that, of like angels and frescoes and things like that. And that's what it reminds you of when you see this person. These kind of incredibly ethereal, beautiful creatures that were very androgynous, that were being painted by these Renaissance painters through the years. It's the only thing that kind of connects to you. There's that. It's just a feeling you have.
I take note as to where we are and the location of that person, and then I look back to Bright, and I just mentioned town is a bit strange.
Oh yeah. It's full of characters, every corner. And people who don't know how to fucking drive, honks the horn.
Jesus fucking Christ. Yeah, well, it's a bit strange.
Oh, sorry, go ahead. You gonna say something?
No, you're good. No.
You drive out of the city towards the north. The city is laid in this kind of strange triangular fashion. Start driving northeast a little bit, and then kind of hit a dirt road. Start going up north, and there's like a chain of low mountains that goes along the way, and you kind of follow that for a while, and then eventually the road turns back towards the desert. And out here, it's again incredibly bright, blindingly bright, and you, in fact, now start to feel the sun, like it's baking you through the windshield. And does Bright run the air conditioning at all, or he's just a windows rolled down kind of guy, or what's?
Yeah, he's a windows rolled down kind of guy, like, because again, like, he's like blowing smoke out of the window, like, while he's driving.
You know that feeling, Bones, when you're sitting in a car and you're sweating and you can feel the sweat run down between your skin and clothes and kind of stick into your back? Because
yeah,
that's 100% what's going on right now. The heat is finally kind of coming on full blast. Bright does not appear to be sweating in the least, but you're starting to feel it in your armpits. You know for damn sure that, like, whatever you put in there this morning on and down your back, you're just a sweaty mess right now. And as you drive into the desert, you start seeing these bright lights kind of reflecting off the ground, and you're like, what the hell? And then you can see that there's towers that are reflecting them, and as you get closer, you can see that you are in a field of solar farms. Not all of them are complete, but there's like a number of them, and there are all these big towers surrounded by these circular rows upon rows upon rows of solar panels, and the light of the sun is reflecting off mirrors off the tower and angling down on these things, and you drive right in between these things, and there are just these pillars of light on either side of you, and it's like, you know, making you wish you had sunglasses. It's almost impossible to keep your eyes open, and the sun is just baking everything. And then suddenly you pass them and you see a very narrow road, completely dirt road, and it leads up to a small, very old school Mexican style ranch house. Pretty big, pretty impressive. That's up ahead, and you see a couple cars parked in the driveway as you're driving up towards it.
I think she's deeply upset by the view of solar panels in the moment. All things kind of considered. Visibly so, but she'll look back at Bright and say, and this place?
This is where we're going. This is Sunwell Industries, yeah.
Okay, that's great. That's just fucking fantastic.
Ooh, I swear. You got a little personality under there.
I'm a human being, right?
You don't need a banana like one.
I'm allowed to be a little bit nervous my first day. There's nothing wrong with the way I eat bananas.
Okay. What about this bothers you? Like, he's genuinely asking.
Give me a keep it together roll, Bones, before you answer that question.
Fuck! Remember when I said it was deeply upsetting? I was just actually joking.
Can we mulligan that?
I will immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And on that, so it's plus
Coolness.
willpower.
Oh, willpower?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. It's not great. It's an 11.
11. You lose one stability as you look at these towers, and they remind you to a certain degree of that strange dream you had last night and the obelisk, and then you see the ranch house, and for a moment you are overcome with this unshakable feeling that there are answers here. You're going to probably come up with something that is going to remind you of things, and it activates your phobia of discovering what these repressed memories of yours are. You get the sense that if you go in there, something's gonna jostle something. You just immediately are stuck with this fear, and you start now feeling cold where you were sweating and clammy a moment before. You get this cold feeling on your back that's kind of like giving you a shiver.
Very visibly upset. She is she kind of gives that shiver down her spine, and she tries to stifle it the best she can, but there's no stopping it. The body reacts the way that the body reacts. What I think that she tries to do to sort of overcome that, or at least not let Bright see as shaken as she is, she reaches a hand out and asks for a cigarette. And to answer his question, weird dreams.
Childhood stuff.
No, just a weird random dream, actually.
He hands you the cigarette and hands over his lighter to you too. I'm gonna need that back, by the way.
She lights the cigarette and like sort of obviously not a seasoned smoker, and hands out the lighter back, and then finally kind of gets it together.
What kind of dreams? Like, and he's kind of parked like outside of whatever like pathway or driveway to the ranch. What kind of dreams?
She hesitates to say to you. She genuinely takes a moment. It's not really, something that you talk about on the job, right? Dreams.
You'd be surprised the things that you are going to talk about while on this job.
Yeah, you've been doing it for a while, haven't you?
Too long.
And the one before me? I'm just making an assumption here.
Yeah. Too long for them too.
Did they talk about their dreams?
Talked about a lot of stuff. Stuff that I prefer not to talk about. Because that's personal.
So are my dreams.
That's fair. All right. Well, we're just going to go in here. We're just going to have a conversation. That's it. We're not really looking to bust up the joint, but...
Yeah. No problem.
Got it. Keep an eye open for anything. We're essentially putting ourselves in the hands of this person, so we just want to make sure that we're aware as best we can. And you already know this. I'm just saying this to say I said this. I said the thing.
Can I trust you, Bright?
I don't know yet.
I don't have much of a choice, do I?
No. Neither do I, honestly.
Well, it's good to know that we're both left without a choice and our backs to the wall. At least I can trust that.
It should be good enough for right now, especially both on the same side of the line. We could hold on to that until that turns into something else when you're comfortable to tell me about those dreams, I guess.
We'll see.
We won't. And he pulls into whatever pathway of that home is.
Yeah, there's like a circular driveway that kind of goes around the plants and cactus and trees, and love. There's a couple other cars parked there. You can see there's the main house, There appears to be some sort of shed over to the left, and then to the right, there's like a carport. The front door is open. You can see there's a car parked in, kind of off and behind the building. Things pretty quiet. What would you like to do? Where would you like to go?
I parked the car like respectfully because this is someone else's property, like not blocking the carport or anything off to the side. I do see that the door is open, and I kind of and I'm pretty sure that Dolores sees this too. I keep my badge on my belt. It's usually covered by like the shirts that I'm wearing because I don't want to be walking around flashing my badge, but I do like kind of tuck this shirt behind the badge a little bit, just to call some presence, and I knock on either whatever screen door or the side, ring a doorbell to gain someone's attention.
There's a big thick wooden door in the front with a very tiny window. You can't see kind of fake glass, but there's a big knocker that's can kind of go ahead and knock, and it knocks and almost kind of echoes throughout the house. And you wait for a little while and no one comes to open the door.
I do it one more time, a little bit more aggressively, like as a police officer, like I do the police knock.
As you do, a bit of wind picks up and you can see some dust devils kind of start scurrying through across the parking lot where you are, and there's some wind chimes nearby that kind of tinkle and tankle together, and nothing happens. The door doesn't open.
I check to see if it's even locked.
It is not.
It's not locked. Okay. I turn to Dolores and I go, this has definitely changed, and I take my gun from my holster. It's like one of those cool crossbody leather holsters. Nice. And I slowly approach, like making sure that I'm keeping my head on a swivel. If there's any pathways inside of this hallway, kind of like clearing an angle, you know, doing the whole bit.
And Dolores.
Seeing him pull out his gun, she does the same. She is like Academy approved stance and hold on that gun. It is so
at that period.
Yes, it is so fucking textbook. It's painful. Yeah, she's got it down low right now and she's ready to go. But there's a professionalism to her. She also is sort of checking her shoulders and following close enough behind him to, if he needed cover, she would be able to provide cover.
As you walk through the room, first of all, the air conditioning's turned on to max and it's frigid in here when you walk in. It's super cold. The inside is this beautiful Mexican-style ranch kind of decor going on, and very well appointed, very beautiful. The thing that kind of stands out, there's a lot of art, and a lot of the art that you see around the rooms, whether it's paintings or sculptures and things like that, all of them are kind of a little disturbing to watch. They're all like very kind of dark and violent images and things like that, and they're very at odds with the surroundings, which are so kind of well kept and very kind of classic, as I said, Mexican ranch style. And there's a lot of this art, and it's everywhere, and it's kind of weird and disturbing. And as you move through the house, I'm going to ask both of you to give me rolls plus soul. If you have lost stability, check to see if it have a pen.
Just to confirm, I should be at well, I have myself as a, so I should be an easy. Okay, I have not, and my roll is a 17. I got a 10 on one of my die. I don't know if that's special, and it should be special actually, Bleak, and you should give me a treat for it.
Oh, good. Name is Bleakseason, not treat.
A girl can dream.
Sorry, I was looking at my things to see if there's anything that can help me with this roll. There is not. 15 total.
As you move through the room, both of you, you start noticing very strange things. The paintings and the art all seem to be related somehow, even though they are clearly from different artists and very different subject matter. You get a sense that there's like something that connects them, and then as you walk through, you eventually realize, and whoever's in front would probably realize it first, but you'll hear kind of a squelching noise, and when you look down, you'll realize that the entire floor, which is this tiled floor, is covered with a very thin layer of dark viscous liquid, like the entirety of the floor. And you can see that you've been walking in this since the door, but when you came in, you couldn't see it. You didn't notice this at all.
Gross.
And as you move through the house, you realize you're stepping in.
Gross.
By all means. Yeah. That's yeah. I take out like a little small pocket knife, Bleak, and I kind of like scrape a little bit like off the side of my shoe, and I bring it to my nose. Does it smell like anything?
It does have a very fleshy smell to it, but it's not blood.
A fleshy smell?
Yeah, it smells meat, I guess would be the way to describe it. And it's more like a very opaque olive oil kind of substance. Like when you lift your feet off the ground, you can see that.
Don't. I've joined the club, but it's gross.
Gross. That's gross.
Gross. That's disgusting. Okay. Meaty.
Here we go.
Great. Now let's speak out.
Bleak, I might be trying to reach with this, but I'm going to give you my reasoning why I think this works. Can I use my data retrieval skill in this moment, but to look at the paintings and find out what is the origin of them, or what do I have to watch out for by studying?
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to let you make the roll, but regardless of your result, the most you can do is ask one question. It's
okay.
Kind of
Yeah. It is a stretch. I recognize
but yeah,
that.
go ahead and make a roll plus reason.
Okay, so that, my friend, is an 11.
All right, 11 is good enough for a question. So go ahead and ask me your question.
Oh, man. What is more important to me? What's the origin of it, or what do I have to watch out for? Or what is it meant for? What is it meant for? What is it meant for?
You get the sense that they are prophetic images. Looks into the future, glimpses into the future, glimpses into maybe also not necessarily the future, but lives somewhere else. Like someone seeing things happening to.
Can you tell me exactly what the subject of these paintings are?
So some of them are very okay. So the subject is kind of far-ranging. There's some of them are very just abstract. They just kind of feel kind of strange and weird. Some of them are kind of alien landscapes, almost kind of like what's that famous Polish painter that does all that weird kind of landscape? So anyway, so stuff like that, like just very alien creatures and landscapes. A lot of them have a very erotic character to them, and I think that one that probably kind of catches your attention a little bit is one that's on an easel that has been worked on recently. And I'll give you a little bit of extra information. The easel is really low, as if the person that was very small. And the image is of a young woman, very pale with long black hair, in a very submissive position, naked and manacled, hands behind her back, on her knees on the ground, and up ahead in front of her is this figure of a man who has these very brutish features and this long black hair, and he's sitting on this big kind of dark basalt throne, and there's a chain that goes from her neck to and you, when you look at that, you get the sense that this is an image of a real person.
I think glancing around and taking note of these paintings, especially that last one, and then that sense of it being somewhat prophetic. I think she looks to Bright, and not so much shock is on her face. It is a deep-seated concern.
What's up?
Do you believe in prophecies, Bright?
To an extent, yeah. Why?
I don't know, just a sense, something tugging at me. This place is strange. This is weird. Everything about this is weird, and I'm screaming to get out.
Oh yeah, God, yes. No, this is terrible.
Perhaps we come back with backup?
We're here now. We might as well. We go with backup and tell them what? There's bologna juice on the floor.
Okay. Fair point.
What's going on? Like, what are you? Like, I think in this particular case with the art and everything and what we're surrounded with, he can notice the look on your face. Maybe not to the fullest extent. And he's just like, "What's up? What's on that brain? What's going on?"
It's just weird. This is fucking weird. This is weird.
Yeah, this is the job. Hey, and he's like really trying to get you to focus on him. This is the job. It gets weirder from here, okay?
What do you mean it gets weirder from here?
You never know. Every day's different. It's best to expect that it gets weirder from here.
What kind of fucking crimes are we investigating?
Crimes against deli meat. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out with you.
Okay. I was expecting like cut and dry homicide, serial killer, bullshit. I can deal with that. This is fucking weird.
We will talk about this in the car. I'd like to continue through the house, please. Okay. Yeah.
You start hearing from down the corridor the sound of what sounds like someone maybe moving around or talking, like whispering, trying not to be heard.
I make a motion towards Dolores to try to be as quiet as we possibly can, and I slowly head that direction where I'm hearing that.
You head in that direction. Bones, Dolores, you're going to be stopped by something, and I'll get to you in a second. You step right into a back room, which looks like it's like a sunroom, and there's it's very large, it's very big. There are plants everywhere and trees. There's a big pool in the middle of it. And as you step in here, you finally smell something that the air conditioning had kind of kept at bay for a bit, and you smell the unmistakable smell of death. And as you approach, you see a number of bodies on the ground. And there's a group of people at the other end of this. They look like, the best way I can describe them is a bunch of young hippies. They're all kind of trying to hide in the corner. Some of them are crying. They're kind of holding each other. They look like they're in a bit of a fright and a bit of a mess. And when you come in, they kind of scamper back and kind of really scamper away from you. But go ahead and make me a plus soul roll.
Can I use my charismatic aura in reference to this?
Yeah, you can. Give me your plus soul roll, and then you can do the charismatic aura thing.
Yeah, because he's so charismatic.
Yeah, he is.
So charismatic.
Got big charisma.
He's aura farming. Aura maxing.
Aura maxing.
I love and hate the both of you. That's 17 total. 8 and a 6.
So as you step into the room, you notice a couple things. You see, as I said, there are 2 bodies plus something else. Now, one of the bodies looks normal, human, on the ground, a young man with a cowboy hat nearby. There's another one that looks like maybe was some kind of man at some point. There's a big burly guy with this big leather jacket, but his face is wrong. His face is all distended, and his mouth is like kind of like the jaw is open really wide and kind of big, and almost like it splits open. And he's lying on the ground. And then nearby, there's what you can only assume is in this puddle of matter, the remnants of some human being that's been somehow disintegrated. And you see all of this, and I'm going to ask you to make me a keep it together roll, which is plus willpower. Remember to check if your instability affects you.
Not yet. I just have one. I'm still uneasy. Willpower, keep it together.
Bleak, you're gross.
Yeah.
That is 14 total.
Also, it's not me, it's the other players who did this. 14 total. You lose one stability as all of this just kind of sends you reeling a little bit, especially the puddle of the disintegrating. You've seen some fucked up shit. But that in itself is just kind of harsh, and all of this, you see that, you know, the delusion's breaking here, and this is not good, and people can't be allowed to see this, and it kind of really preys on you. Now, as this sort of starts affecting you, you can go ahead if you want and charismatic aura. Now, I'm going to have you use it, but you don't have to. If you get a new penalty from your instability, you don't have to add it now. Just do it as when you were at -2.
Okay, you may or may not have to give me the spark notes on that one more time. I was paying attention, teacher.
So on your character sheet, you have lost 2 stability, right? You have the at the bottom.
Yep.
There should be, right. So what does it say next to that? Does it say minus?
Yeah, I'm unfocused. I have -1 to disadvantage rolls.
Okay, so you, whenever you make a roll, you subtract 1 from all the rolls. You have a -1 all the rolls. Your charismatic aura is plus soul.
Got it. That reads differently, and again, that I'll ask about that later, because it says -1 2 disadvantage rolls. It's just -1 disadvantage 2 rolls. Is that what it is?
No. It does it say 2 disadvantage rolls?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, so then it's just a disadvantage roll.
Okay, so soul would that be considered disadvantage roll?
Nope.
Heard. You said roll a soul. Got it.
Yeah, your disadvantage is your condemned fanatic mark.
Heard. 9 on the die. 12 total.
12 total. All right, you get to choose one option. You get to catch a stranger's attention, you get to change a person's disposition towards you, or you can make an opponent perceive you as harmless and for you for as long as you're making.
How many of the people are kind of like
7 or 8?
How many
people?
of them are there? 7 or 8. Is there any one of them that looks like maybe they're the ones who are quote unquote in charge, but not really?
Yeah, there would be one. There's like a young man that's kind of like trying to keep the others a bit more prominent.
I would like to get that person's attention. So catch a stranger's attention, they become curious and approach you. I would like to use that.
All right.
On this
he kind of notices you, and he tells the others, it's okay. I'm gonna go talk to them. It's all right. And he starts to approach you. Meanwhile, Bones. As you are about to follow Bright, you stop. You stop because above the door that he just went through, there is a painting. A tall black obelisk in a land that is not just black sand, but at the base of the obelisk you can see a lot of red, a lot of blood, because there are a number of dead naked bodies that are piled up at the base of it, surrounding it with the sand around you. I'm going to ask you to give me a keep it together roll.
Okay. Love it. You like it, I love it. Fucking A. It's not great. It's an 8.
No, that's fantastic. You see that now. I'm going to ask you to tell me what goes through Dolores. Before I tell you exactly what happens with that, though, what goes through Dolores' mind when you see that? Because it looks exactly like in your head, except the bodies weren't there, but now they are.
I think there's 2 equal parts in this reaction from Dolores. I think one is curiosity, because that's weird. That's a little bit strange that she had a dream, a prophetic dream of this exact scene in this painting. The other one is fight, flight, freeze. She's choosing freeze. Fear. She's very scared. Terrified even.
Okay, you're going to lose 2 stability.
Great. Love it.
As you stand there and freeze. It is not a very lifelike painting. It is kind of very... I do have an image, but I kind of hesitate to show it because I talked before. You do feel the realness. Like this is something that someone saw, not in your dreams or in a dream. Saw something. The way the light plays on it, bodies, all that. That thing is very, very.
Okay. Fight, flight, freeze is turning into flight. She moves ahead, I think, really quickly if possible. This is shocking to her. She doesn't like it. And she's trying to find Bright so she can get the fuck out of there.
And as you pass by underneath, up one more time, you see very clearly that figure. The obelisk looks a lot like.
Okay. I think she calls out Bright's name. I think she calls out for him.
And as you call out his name, you hear the man from the gas station's voice right in your ear. I done told you. I told you. You're no longer alone.
Can I do something in reaction to that?
Yes.
I would like to flip around, raise my gun, and fire.
As the man is approaching you, Bright, in the other room, he's come towards you. He's like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
We're not gonna cause you trouble. We're all a little bit scared right now. Do you think you could lower your gun?"
Yeah, just precaution. Nobody's got anything in here that is going to hurt me, right?
Oh man,
Sure.
they had guns, but you can see they're still on the ground next.
Okay. I put my gun away, kind of make sure that my hands are clear and visible. I'm here to help. I'm with law enforcement. How many of you? It's just the 8 of you?
Yeah, 7. Actually, there's 7 of us. Yeah. There was a little girl here, a little blonde girl. I don't know if they took her with them, but there was a child. I was just
Okay.
Mr. Wallach's daughter, Dina.
Dina. Okay. Was a woman by the name of Delphia Kitchen with you?
No, I've never heard that name before. There's 3 women. There's 2 women, and that maybe she was one of them. I don't.
Okay. Hey, no, you're doing great. You're doing amazing. I'm going to get you guys out of here in a moment. Can you tell me what happened to and gestures to the other people on the ground?
Yeah, the other there's a woman and a man who showed up, and they got in an altercation with Wallach and security, and someone was stabbing someone, and someone got shot in the leg. And while they were doing that, this other woman showed up. She glowed bright, like she was an angel or something, and she floated up in the air, and she, like the sun, and she just fucking melted Wallach away, man. She just like looked at him, and he just fucking melted right in front of us, man. That was fucked up.
Okay, stupid question, but I need to ask: were you given any psychedelics or any drugs during the time that you were here?
Oh, yeah. A lot.
Fuck.
But it all happened, man. I swear to God, it happened exactly like I told you. They were fighting each other, and then this guy's head opened up, and he tried to eat the other one, and then this young woman showed up and melted Wallach. It was fucked up, and then they left.
I got you. Yeah, I got you. You, all of you have experienced a very traumatic experience. You have been drugged for the entire time that you're here, and it seems as though it was very potent. I'm going to call. Everyone's going to come with me. Kind of raise my voice to everyone else, but like it more so of an attention.
Are we gonna be safe, man? Like everyone here is really afraid. We've been here all night. We didn't even dare get out of here. Are we safe?
Yes, you will be me and my partner.
Or again, you say that, you hear her yell bright, and then you hear a gunshot. He's like, oh,
okay.
Fuck, and he backs away from you.
You all of you stay here.
They all start
not
screaming.
A single person move. Shut up! Like, hey! It's one of those like, don't do that. Just stay here. I'll be back.
I hate it when they scream.
Bones, you turn around, you fire. There's nothing behind you. Dolores, what do you do?
I feel a little bit embarrassed.
Your footsteps coming up behind you.
I'm like standing with the gun shaking still.
Hey, what's going on?
He was here. I swear to God, I fucking heard him here. I heard him. He was in my ear. That fucking Teddy guy, that homeless guy from the fucking gas station.
Are you fucking serious?
I'm
Teddy couldn't. How?
Dead
How?
fucking serious.
How?
I don't fucking know, Bright. I don't fucking know. And she looks up at the painting. Do I still see that individual in that painting that looks like me?
Yes.
I point up to that painting. How is that? What is that? What is that, Bright? What is that?
You see a painting of a black stone, Bright, in the strange alien landscape, dead bodies piled up on kind of dark sand. But it gives you a very uneasy feeling.
When you say uneasy, like, or just
like,
I'm a little creepy.
This is an object from the other side, and you're.
Can I use my enhanced awareness?
Yeah.
So it's a roll for my soul. On the success, you have visions about the place and may be able to speak to entities tied to it. Solid. That's 11. Shit, that's terrible.
11. You see the obelisk, and the first thing that comes to mind is those towers outside in the sun, and you get the sense that it's connected to them. Yeah, Marl, I've been having trouble with my mic in that if I go too close, it tends to clip a lot, and then if I push too far, people are like, you're cutting out. I don't know what to do anymore. I'm just going. But I was kind of getting a bit far from my mic. So let me know if I'm clipping, because I don't know, I'm going to start clipping. But yeah, so you get the sense that That's what that is, but viewed from somewhere else.
I see that and I look and I go, okay. I turn back to Dolores and I go, you need to get it together. You can't just be shooting in the air. There's no way that Teddy went all the way from the 7-Eleven to here.
You either believe me or you fucking don't. Whose side are you fucking on? Mine or whatever the fuck is happening here?
Dolores, listen. What do you fucking mean Teddy was here?
I heard him in my ear, Bright.
Okay, Teddy!
And you want to know another thing here, Bright? That was the dream. That was the fucking dream. That.
I think when you identify that, and after that moment that Bright had, kind of looking at it, he goes, God damn it. Okay, I'm starting to realize why this is your training. Okay.
What the fuck do you mean?
We will talk about this in a minute. There are 7 people in that room. What I need you to do, I can't even have you do that. Damn it. Okay. We need to get him out of this house. Now we call for backup and just try to keep them calm. All right. You're going to come in there with me. And you remember earlier when I said that it gets weirder?
Yeah.
Congratulations. Day 1, it gets weirder. Come on.
You had a lot of explaining to do.
I know.
Okay.
I know.
Okay. Just so we're extremely clear. And to be even more clear, I know what I heard. I'm not fucking crazy.
I didn't say you were crazy. It's just we need to interject reality as best we can in situations where we have the control of it, and this is one of them. Okay? We'll talk more about it later. Let's get these people safe.
All right.
You hear a car door close out front.
Fuck. Okay. Okay. Pick. Would you like to deal with the people or whatever that was?
I'll check out the side.
Okay. I will gather the folks. Be careful.
Yep.
And if anything goes left, even in a slight moment, I don't care. Scream out. I'll jump out of a window or something like Batman.
Okay.
As you go back to the back room, Bright and Dolores, you go to the front. Start with Dolores. What do you do? You head towards the front of the house. What do you do?
Yes, I would like it known I'm being sneaky. Okay, I am avoiding windows and the door. I want to very, very carefully, very, very sneakily, very stealthily just peek outside wherever I can without actually leaving the house.
Not a problem. You look outside, you see a VW Beetle in pale blue, now parked out front, and standing next to it is this fella. He is wearing a kind of corduroy suit. He's got long hair with glasses kind of holding up his hair. You can see that he's got tattoos kind of over his hands and whatnot, and a beard, and he's smoking a cigarette, and he kind of comes out and looks around, flicks his cigarette away, starts walking towards the front door.
Why'd you give this to me, Bleak? Why'd you give this to me?
It's tradition.
Yeah,
It's tradition.
I think Dolores has the same opinions as Bones. And she kind of flushes a little bit and gets suddenly the courage needed to approach this gentleman. And she steps outside and sort of makes a presence of herself. She sort of swallows down every ounce of bile sitting in her throat, and makes a presence of herself and clears her throat.
Oh, hey. Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
Been better. Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Agent Bright. I know he's here because I've been following you guys, and I know that's the car he was driving. But I stopped. I was really hungry. I stopped for a taco at the Del Rey just down the road, and then I've been kind of looking for your car since then. But yeah, so is he around?
This is a closed crime scene.
Oh, because of all the murders inside. Yeah, I get that. I totally get that. But if you could just, my name's Church, Thomas Church, and he goes through his pocket and he pulls out, like, he's got like 4 or 5 different like little wallets, and he opens one, he closes it, he opens another one, he closes it, he opens another, and he lifts it up. I'm a private detective. Mr. Bright knows me. We had occasion to sit down and have a nice chat not too long ago. What's your name?
Agent Dolores Kellogg.
Oh, Agent Kellogg. Are you Bright's partner?
I am.
Oh, what happened to Dante, the other one?
I didn't ask.
Oh, okay, I get it. That's totally cool. Hey, look, I know what's inside. I've been in there. I saw it. It's a fucking mess. It's a mess, but I do have some information for Agent Bright. So maybe we could all kind of put our heads together and
You've been in there?
yeah. I went in last night when I came in. Those poor people in the back, they were freaking out. I just kind of left them. They weren't making much sense. Something about a guy being integrated and all that. I was just okay.
That kind of gives her a moment of pause. Well, he's busy with those people right now.
Oh, okay. We can go see him. And he starts coming up the.
She puts a hand out. No. I believe that your name is Thomas Church, and I believe maybe you're perhaps a private investigator, but you have no purpose, no jurisdiction anywhere actually to come inside of this building.
No, I know that. I'm fully aware of that. I'm very law abiding most of the time, and
Sure.
but Agent Bright and I are working together.
He has not mentioned this Thomas Church.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't. Like, it's more of a kind of off the books kind of cooperation.
Right. Here's the deal. She sort of gives them a once over, and just a hint of pink comes to her cheeks. Just a hint. You don't really look the type.
Well, what's your type?
Get it together.
Damn it. She's completely flustered by that.
I'm just kidding. Look, I'm not trying to be inappropriate here. I'm just, look, can we work something out? Look, I can't. I'm happy to stay here. You want to just go in there, tell Bright I'm here. He's gonna want to see me. I promise you. He's gonna want to.
Do not follow me in here.
You sleeping okay, Agent Kellogg?
I wish he was not. Why would you ask me that?
Just, you look, you got that look like someone who's not been sleeping well, and want to make sure you're okay.
Kind of a personal question for somebody you just met.
What can I say? I make friends easily.
I'm sure you do.
I'm a people person.
I'm sure you are.
The cheek's always that color, Agent?
I just want to know, in Bones' brain, Bones' first reaction was to say, I have a gun.
That might be Dolores' reaction.
It could be, but it's not. It's not. She takes a step back from him. You need to wait by your car.
Okay. Hey man, we cool in the gang?
She watches. She just simply watches.
He doesn't turn around, he kind of walks backwards. He's like, I'll bring it in the circus, you know. I said, okay if I smoke?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Is this interaction long enough for Bright to be like, what is taking so damn long?
I'm about to come back there. He goes, wait, okay if I smoke?
Yeah.
Pulls out this pack of clove cigarettes.
Of course.
I'll be right here. I'll be waiting for you.
Okay. And she starts backing up inside of the house and scurries on inside.
And as you turn to go, let's go and see how Agent Bright is doing. Agent Bright, you walk back into the back room. You realize that there's a door that's been opened in the back of the pool house, and it's beating in the wind. A group of people are no longer there.
Just nobody fucking listens. Nobody ever fucking listens. Okay. The two bodies that are not disintegrated. IDs, anything, wallets?
No, but go ahead and I'll have you give me an investigate, which is a plus reason.
Got it. Yeah, okay. 13 total.
Pretty good. You half a second.
Yeah. What's going on, chat? Have y'all eaten tonight? Have you had your water? How was your Friday?
Drink your waters.
Thank you, waters.
Drink your water.
Where's your water, Ian?
I drank 1.5 gallons already.
That's a lot of water.
I'm a big man, SpongeBob.
How much pee do you produce?
That's a personal question.
All right, and on that note, with that roll, the younger man that looks human with a hat you don't recognize. The older one with the distended jaw on the face, which now when you look at him, he looks more normal. You recognize his name is Joe Warnick, and you know that he's like a former military guy turned mercenary, and he's shown up a few times in some of your investigation. He's always kind of working for the wrong side, a bit of an enforcer and a leg breaker. You've kind of always suspected he wasn't quite human. Now you.
Okay, great. I give him a stiff kick before I go through the door.
You go through the door back towards the front of the house or to the back of the house? Or where are you going?
I'm looking for the people. Like if I see the
you
pool
go
house
out
doors open.
into the back and you see them running like across the desert, and they're running kind of in the direction of town, but they're sort of almost at the sun farm. They're just kind of running total chaos.
Are they too far for them to hear me?
Yeah.
Fuck. It's a situation of hands thrown in the air. Well, damn it. All right.
By now you're starting to wonder what's holding up.
Yeah. I make my way back towards the front of the house, out the door. Can you tell me what my relationship with church is? Like, I know the working relationship.
You had the interrogation with him, and you realized you were both looking for someone. He was looking for someone named Alice Bridger. You were looking for someone named Delphia Kitchen, and they were kind of connected. Basically, you made Scratch my back, I'll scratch yours, kind of thing. If you discover anything, you let me know. If I discover anything, I'll let you know. You maybe did not plan on pulling your end of the bargain, but it's that he did, because he's standing on the front porch right now and he's backing down stairs.
Right. I remember all that. I was more so of like personal relationship. Like, does he annoy me?
Yeah, he's just a tool that, like, you're like, hey, if you can bring me anything, great. If not,
Gotcha. I come out of the door and I yell out and I go, Church, what are you doing? Why are you following me?
Just as you're about to enter the house, Dolores, Bride comes out.
Oh, thank God! And you see the blush.
Yeah,
I want to know.
I looks right at you and goes, fuck no, it's just the tattoos. It's just, and really annoyed, shoots a pot shot at Church's feet and he goes, I hate you so much. You're so annoying.
He kind of takes a step back. Jesus.
Oh, so he's an asshole.
How you doing, Bright? Hello to you too.
Fuck you, Church. Jeez, what do you want? Why are you following me?
I had some information for you. Remember trading information, quid pro quo?
You couldn't call, leave a letter.
I like to do things face to face. You know I am. I like to look someone in the eye.
Looks dead at Dolores and goes, lock it up. Lock it up.
Lock what up? Lock what?
I met your
looking
new
at?
partner. She's very nice. Definitely nicer than Dante was. What happened to Dante, anyways? Still around?
Another pot shot at his feet.
Jesus.
Still looking at Dolores.
Man, look. These moccasins cost me like $150, and they're unique. I can't get another pair, so please don't put a hole in them.
Yeah, keep your mouth shut until asked, please.
Fine. It's on the hood of his car. It's a cigarette.
Fuck, his clothes. Okay, are you all right?
I'm fine.
All right, lock it up.
Lock what? What am I locking up? There's nothing to lock up.
Oh, lock it up.
What am I locking up? You haven't explained that to me. Lock what up? There's nothing to lock up.
He turns to go talk to Church. Just saying, lock it up. Like,
She's her hands like, what the fuck?
what do you have, Church? What's going on? Sorry about your moccasins or potentially messing them up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you're not gonna get much done here. Come with me. We'll go talk somewhere else. Come on.
Like, you want to take a walk?
No,
Is this a take
just
a
follow
walk
me.
situation?
Just follow me. He gets in his car. Just follow me.
All right.
He starts the car, and the beat start to go.
That's so annoying. All right, come on. We're following.
Well, what about the people? She's following him as she's talking.
Oh, they're over there, and like points in the direction in which they are. Yeah.
What the fuck?
No one listens to me. I told them to stay here. I'd be back to collect them. We get them to safety. I come back. They're Forrest Gumping it. Right? That was the right. Yeah, I'm gonna say.
I don't think it came out yet.
Yeah,
Who's Forrest Gump?
A cousin of mine. He used to run track.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. She gets in the car with him.
You follow him a little whiles out on the highway. Eventually, he pulls up at a pump and go, and you see there's a diner there. It's called the Stranded Diner, and he pulls up right up to it. It's out of his car. Smell of weed and clove kind of follow him out. You guys been here before? It's the best coffee and pie in the state.
What the fuck? Listen.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a dangerous person?
Mm-hmm.
Then why are you working with him?
Sometimes you have to. It ends to a mean, or means to an end. I'm sorry.
I get that. That understandable, validated. I hear you, see you, and I value whatever opinion you've got, I guess. But what the fuck?
Someone's been to therapy. You want to start at the list of what the fuck? Or is there a prominent what the fuck that we can address right now?
Yeah, why did we follow a hippie into the desert to a truck stop for pie and coffee?
One, the pie's really good here. I suggest the rhubarb cream. Church and I have been working together in the entirety of this case for quite some time, for a little bit of time. I interrogated him a bit ago about a few people, one being Delphia Kitchen. And it turned into this. It made more sense to have him out here than locked up because it's just working. But
Okay.
he's annoying, and he smells like cloves, and he wears stupid flim-flammy shoes. And apparently he's got you all in a bunch.
There's no bunching. There's no bunch.
Lock it up.
Oh. Ah!
Is there any other what the fucks that we can clarify right now?
Yeah, what the fuck happened to your partner?
They died.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. It wasn't pretty, but
Was it on this case?
adjacent, yeah, roughly.
I see.
Look, I understand when you left the academy and came into training, you were thinking that it was going to be high-profile cases and suits and court cases on TV and
That's not what I thought at all.
Well, you kind of act like it when we went into the shit of it, which is why I'm bringing it up. We don't. What I do and what you may or may not do, I haven't decided yet, is not. It ain't cops, and it's not traditional. There are a lot of things. There are a lot of things that I see and get into that are just wild. And I think you kind of realized that when we walked into the meat factory there.
You are talking like I'm going to see Bigfoot.
And like he gives you he's not breaking eye contact. He's not smiling. He knows it's a bit, but he is so serious and he doesn't say anything. He looks at you and he's like,
Okay. You see the skepticism in her face.
what did Church say to you?
That he had some information for you. He wanted to talk to you.
Other than that, he doesn't strike me as a person to be all business. What did he say to you?
That was pretty much it.
Are you sleeping okay?
Why did you ask me that? Why did he ask me that?
It would be best if we're honest with each other moving forward. You had a feeling in that house when you looked at that painting. Yeah?
Yeah, that was what I saw in that dream.
That's what you said. That's why I asked if you're sleeping well.
What do you think?
It's not a normal dream to have, Dolores.
No, it's not, I guess. All things considered.
You have them often.
Do I have them often? No, it's the first time.
Is it just when you're sleeping?
Yes, I guess.
Okay. It's understood. Let's go in here. Let's have some pie. Let's have a cup of coffee. Hell, I may even get some bacon because you know what? Pork sounds good.
You should know then, when we were at that gas station, that guy Teddy, I heard him say something to me, but I didn't see him say it.
I believe you.
That I shouldn't be here. I should leave.
You should. You absolutely should. You should go back to Quantico. You should have yourself be reassigned to somewhere in some whatever town, not in the middle of the desert. You should.
She takes a moment. She takes a long moment to respond to you. And I think there is a visible frustration in her face. Something along the lines of either stubbornness or determination, one sort of leaning to the other. And then what happens to you?
I get to stay here and bask in the glory of my desert-bound heated kingdom.
Until you die too?
God, death would sound... Death sounds like the most relaxing thing right now.
I don't think you'd be so fucking lucky.
A little bit of personality under there, eh? Keeps coming out. Lose the blazer. It's super hot. Plus, I'm sure you'd be more comfortable.
Have you heard of a security blanket?
That's a hot security blanket.
It's got moisture wicking technology. I got it off of QVC.
Oh, okay. You like pie? And then you like kind of like walks over to the diner.
I love QVC.
You walk in, Church is sitting at a table. He's got coffee and a peach cobbler, and he's just kind of going down on it, and waitress brings him a piece of two of you. She goes, coffee and what?
Coffee.
Rhubarb and a side of bacon, please.
Rhubarb and a side of oink. And you, dearie?
Just the coffee.
You don't want a wedge salad or something like that?
She'll take a slice of the apple and do the thing with the cheese on top of it too.
What the fuck?
Apple, Sharp, Wisconsin. Got it.
Nice.
I don't want anything. I didn't
You'll
know.
like
you don't know what
you'll
you're missing.
like
It's
it.
fantastic. You
Yep.
gotta have the pie here.
Yep.
Best pie in
But-
coffee now. In
Oh,
the
yeah.
state,
oh.
really.
Okay. Oh, all right.
You sit down and you notice on the table, in the middle of the table, kind of turned towards you, is a piece of paper. And this piece of paper has a number of names on it. One of them is crossed out at the top, and then there's a little bit of blood, kind of like a thumb smear or something at the bottom.
Okay, Church. Okay. Marjorie Fontaine, is this crossed out because they're no longer with us, or because you've eliminated them from suspicion?
I haven't done any. The hotel, the burn last night, the Stardust. I went in before it burned, and there was a couple people got murdered. Hotel, and they had this with them, and I know for a fact that they had just killed Marjorie before, which is why she's crossed out. But they had the other three targets: Iomi, Estelle, and Delphine. Does name mean anything to you?
Delphine's above table. Delphine's last name is different. Do I know that that's a maiden name or a married name of theirs?
No. You mean...
I'm mixing up two names.
Yeah,
It's
you're mixing
Delphia. That's Delphine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Not Delphia, yeah. You're missing up... Yeah.
Got it.
You goose.
They're close. I'm looking at my notes here. Other than Estelle Hampton, no. Unless there's someone else that I would know.
I think Dolores puts her finger on Estelle's name and looks up to Bright. That's the woman who burned down the motel. That's what the cop said, and killed that cop.
Well, that explains why you were there, Church.
Well, it gets even more interesting and complicated than that. The spy is fucking killer. What you want to do is you get the peach cobbler with the ice cream, but then you got to take a little bit of the pecan pie. You got to mix it in with it. And you got to take it.
Hey,
look at
hey,
this.
hey.
This gets very complex because aside from Marjorie, that is not their real names. Ready for a story here?
Oh, has the pie come yet?
The pie is arriving as he's.
Yeah, go for it.
So, 1971 is when all this began. That's when I was hired by a middle-of-the-road wannabe Jimmy Swaggart preacher to find his missing daughter, whom he had just kicked out of the house because she'd gotten pregnant out of wedlock. Her name was Alice Bridger. That's what I was looking for when we first met each other. Yes, I'd been looking for her for almost 15 years. I couldn't find her. And now I think I have found her. But meanwhile, 3 years before that, in a small town, in a place called Roe Hollow, in a town called Leviathan, in Tennessee, a young woman named Delphia Kitchen kills her parents in a fire. She's accused of all sorts of witchcraft and satanic worshipping, is sent to live with her aunt and uncle, tries to kill them, and then eventually the village gets tired of her shit and burns her on the pyre, kind of like they did back in the day. You following?
Yeah, I am.
He
Both
starts.
table Ian is taking notes.
He looks around. There's like a couple of crayons for kids, and he grabs one and he takes the placemat and he turns it over and he starts writing names and drawing things up. All right. 1968, California. This guy named Eli Bannon is a serial killer. Calls himself the Five-Headed Angel. Kills a whole bunch of people. The last person he tries to kill is Alice Bridger. But he doesn't kill her. He recognizes something about her as special. Instead, he packs her up into his van and he drives to Nevada. Leaves behind his life as a serial killer. Starts a cult in Hartwell, Nevada. If you bother looking up Hartwell, you will see that not only does it look exactly like Baker, it also has a Stardust motel which burnt and then burnt the town down. In fact, if you were to do research on it, you would realize that there are exactly 15 towns throughout the United States that have the exact same design that had a Stardust motel that burned down, and 14 of them also burned down the entire town. This one being the only one left standing still.
Okay.
1971, Bannon starts a cult called the Founding. In this cult, a number of women join. These women are named Iomi Earhart, Delphine Devereaux, Estelle Hampton, Marjorie. Alice Bridger is also part of the cult. The FBI raids their compound, kills most of the cultists. Bannon, Alice Bridger, and a few others disappear. The only ones left behind are these 4 women. They start working with a therapist specializing in the unraveling people who've been messed up by cult. Deprogramming it.
Okay.
He fucks with them. He gives them weird drugs. He makes them do all sorts of fucked up shit. They decide they've had enough. They get together and they kill him. Kind of ritually. In this barn. In Hartwell. After that, they kind of break up, separate, go their separate ways. Fast forward 1986. A couple of people with a hit list who has the name of all these women on them get killed in the motel after they killed the first one on their list, Marjorie. But here's the thing. The other 3 in town in Baker are not the original Iomi, Delphine, and Estelle. There are 3 completely unrelated women who happen to be in Baker because they are in the witness relocation program. And each of them has been given a new name. Delphine Devereaux, Estelle Hampton, and Naomi Earhart. Among these 3 new women is one called Etheline. Etheline is the original Iomi's sister. When she encounters the new Iomi, she realizes that something's weird, and they all get together and put their heads together and realize something fucked up is going on. I contact Etheline once I realize this connection. I let her know that her and the other 3 are on a hit list. They go to the motel, the Stardust Motel. 2 of them come out, Etheline and this guy called Robert. The other one stays in for a while longer, and then sets fire to the place and burns it down to the ground. And then the 3 of them end up going to the ranch that you saw last night, kill a bunch of people, including melting Wallach, who, by the way, is Eli Bannon, the original founder of the cult, and take his daughter Dina away. Because his daughter Dina is the daughter of Iomi. And Etheline doesn't want to let her get brought away with these. Now you may be asking yourself, Bright, yes, but where the fuck is Delphia Kitchen? You were just going to ask me that, right?
Bright is legit been holding on to the same bite of pie the entire story, just like getting all this information. He's like, where is Kitchen? That's obviously how this all started.
Kitchen died on the pyre, 1967, I believe, or 8, in Leviathan, Tennessee, Roe Hollow. But, and this is where the story gets weird.
Oh, this is sure. Okay.
Feels like it's been weird for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Her soul was trapped inside a drug that was later fed to Callie. Callie, who is in fact Alice Bridger. So now I have found Callie, I have found Alice Bridger, the woman I was looking for, and turns out the woman you're looking for, Delphia, is inside the woman that I'm looking for. So Delphia is inside Alice Bridger, who believes that she is Callie.
Question for you.
Yes.
What sort of drug?
A drug called Lucivex. It is small yellowish pills, and it allows people to see that are hidden from our view.
She looks over to Bright.
Bright's not gonna.
It's-
Bright's not gonna get into that with you. Bright doesn't like that stuff, but
Well,
He
knows
it's
that
at the
she
same
has-
time. Yeah.
Yeah, she has a bottle of those pills.
Yeah. I would say they both look at each other at the same time with the look of like,
Oh. Forgive me, Church. Thomas. I just have a really hard time believing that it's
I bet I understand that. Perfectly
everything.
reasonable. Perfectly reasonable.
Some of it is explainable, certainly explainable, but souls and pills to be fed to other people put a soul inside of another person. That would assume that souls are real, and that's that's a whole other conversation.
Point of view, perhaps, but
So, what if, say, somebody were to find these pills? What would they do with them?
I don't know, but I know that Alice / Callie took them, and she was able to melt Wallach down with a box. So really, who knows what else could happen?
I see. So these pills are pretty dangerous, you would say. Okay, that's really interesting.
Well, okay. That is a lot, Church, and I appreciate the heads up. So where is Bridger now? Like, where are they now?
They left town last night. I don't know where they went, but because I was following you. But I do know where town they made those pills.
Where?
Abandoned shack outside of town. An old restaurant, maybe, something like that. That's where they shot Marjorie a couple nights ago. They buried her body in her backyard. I went to check. It's not there anymore.
Great.
But she was working making that drug. And when she came out, those 2 people that died in the hotel shot her and killed her and buried her body. And then they were going to go kill the others, but someone killed them in a hotel room and set the place on fire.
Wonderful. That's just
Good.
Great.
It's perfect.
Love it. You like it, I love it.
Do you want to go check out that place?
Yeah.
Great. Finish your pie.
Finish it.
How green are you, Agent Kellogg? Because, like, I know Bright's been around the block a little bit, and we've had discussions about weird things before, so I kind of get a sense for where he stands. But, you seem to be a little disturbed by all of this, which is fair. It's disturbing information, but like, how green are you? Like, how green are you?
You ask a lot of personal questions, Mr. Church.
Well, how else am I gonna get to know?
Fucking lock it up.
I think that perhaps you can get to know me on your own time. Currently, there are more important matters at hand than my greenness, and I'm a quick learner.
Well, you wanted me to find Althea Kitchen. I found her. I found Alice Bridger, but now they're somewhere else, and I don't know where they are. I think we might be able to find out information on at this drug lab.
It's a shack. Well, then let's go.
Fantastic. Want to take my car?
No, we will drive ourselves.
Fine. Just follow me. Can I get this to go?
Jesus. Okay, I assume this is on you.
I think, just for the sake of, she feels like Thomas Church is a dilly-dallier, and she's going to go ahead and just pay the bill and start just progressively. She has her own credit card, okay? She didn't even need her husband's permission. She don't have one.
I think Bright sees that. He doesn't question it and just like starts walking to the car. Like, hopefully, like Dolores follows suit.
She is close on his heel. Could not get away from that table fast enough.
The 2 of you get in the car, follow Church out. He drives out a bit of distance outside of town. Eventually, he pulls up at what is, without any other kind of descriptor possible, an abandoned building on the outskirts.
Is it giving meth lab?
It's given all sorts of bad vibes. Like, you see this, the last thing you want to do is go in, and it's bright daytime.
Great. Before we go in, I think Dolores wants to look at Bright and say, I don't think those pills will disintegrate people or give you the ability to disintegrate people, but I'm a little bit concerned having them on my person. But I also don't trust leaving them here. Should we flush them?
No. Just here. Give them here.
No, I would like to keep them on me. If that's
You
like
just
last.
said you.
That's
you
like
just,
I don't like the idea of it, but I
then
would
give
rather.
them here.
Okay, she hands them over. Can I trust you?
That's the second time you've asked me that.
Yeah, and you haven't given me an acceptable answer yet.
I don't think that's a question that I can answer for you. I feel like that's something that you should be able to.
If something tries to kill me, can I trust you have my back?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
He comes out, goes to the back or right at the front, opens the hood, and pulls out this, those old batteries, old flashlights that like battery.
Mm-hmm.
Pulls out one of those. He pulls out a crowbar. Pulls out a first aid kit.
Sick. I think I'd follow suit, but it's one of those like baton flashlights, those Maglite big ones. And then the guy hand one to Dolores and be like, "Here you go. You have enough ammo? You're fine."
Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
Go, time's a wasting.
Let's do this.
After you, Church.
Pleasure. He walks forward, whistling. You probably recognize the song. He sometimes cowboy or secretly fond of each other, but and he gets up to, walks around the house, goes, there's a way to go in back, and when you get around, he stops at some point, he points to the ground, he's like, this is where they shot her, you can still see the blood. She came out, they talked, she just popped her in the head and then took the body away. It's like she was waiting for it. Very strange. That was Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
Over here, there's a, you go over and you can tell that there's like an access or door that's kind of been boarded up, and it looks fairly recent, like they just recently nailed some plywood. Takes his crowbar and he starts ripping it out. He's like, this wasn't here yesterday. Throws it.
If there's been recent activity in the area, perhaps we should err on the side of caution.
Well, probably a good idea. And he uses the thing to smash the lock and pushes the door in. The door opens and you look inside, and it looks exactly like what you expected. The whole place is abandoned, has been ripped apart. There's trash everywhere. It's this dark, cavernous building, and as you kind of start walking through it, your footsteps echo. You can hear skittering through the debris. You hear water dripping down. You notice as you are walking that there's some sort of ventilation system. You see these big tubes there. That looks much newer than the building itself, like it was added after, and it looks like it goes downstairs and taps it and goes probably where they were ventilating for the drug lab downstairs. So
Yeah. It doesn't look like it's been here as long as the building, so that makes sense.
You keep moving forward, At some point, you get to the end of the hallway, and you see a door that is open, and it's definitely a door that's been added to the place, and it's reinforced, very thick and it's very solid, but it's opened right now. On it, you see drawn in what appears to be chalk, perhaps the same symbol that was picked up earlier.
It's looks like we're heading in the right direction.
Yeah, I think Dolores is looking at between Bright and the symbol, nervously.
Hey, Dolores.
Yeah.
Remember earlier when I said that because of your role I had a hold on you?
God, you son of a gun!
Involuntary medium.
Yeah, love it.
You remember when you took your exam and you walked out, and everything after that is kind of fog, and you don't really know what happened until you got the call to come and meet right up. Everything's kind of hidden from you. You don't know exactly what happened. This is kind of what's happening right now. Bright, you notice suddenly Dolores stops and stands there rigid.
Hey, you all right? Hello.
He doesn't answer. When you come around and look at her, her eyes are wide open but rolled back in her head. You see just the white of her eyes, and she's standing there with her mouth slightly open. And you just hear like a wheezing coming out of her.
Oh shit. Okay. Like I go into like trying to I yell for Church and like try to
Church
get
was
them
about
from
to
standing.
go down. He stops. He turns. Ooh, does this happen often?
No, never. It's the first time. Like I attempt to do all the things that you would do for a person who's having a seizure.
Put me in the recovery position.
As you go to touch her, her head turns and she looks at you, and her mouth opens, and out of the depths of her throat, without her mouth moving, you hear, "Oh, Eve, leave."
Okay.
Couldn't have made me sound hot.
Jeez,
I think it's not.
You guys are funny. I want to say dabbler in the occult, like I want to use that, but I feel like that's more so if I was to do a ritual than to understand something.
Yeah, I would say maybe instead.
Possibly obsession, maybe.
No, you're not gonna like this, but it's fine. Give me a condemned roll, so +0.
Yeah, actually, it's a -1, actually.
Yeah.
Because of my thing.
Yeah.
That's so crazy how that works out. But would he be able? What if he were to trade in one of those advantages?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I forgot that those are a thing. Yeah, I'd like to use an advantage.
Go for it.
I got you, boo.
I appreciate it. Vibes. Okay. So, So, 16, 17, 16.
You
Shout out to the advantage.
Yeah, you sense that clock that marks the time you have left has clicked forward a little bit as this thing has spoken. You don't feel that your time has come yet. You do feel that shadow.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Bright? Right?
Yeah. Just stay over there. Just stay right there.
There's people.
Where? And I guess I look up to see.
He's backing up the stairs again. He's like, there's people down here, Bright. They don't look okay.
okay, yeah, this person isn't okay. Like this is kind of my.
Maybe we need to pick her up and just fucking go.
Okay, here, come over here. Make sure she doesn't fall. Like, I want to see what he's saying.
You trade places and you go forward, and when you look down the stairs, it's kind of like this kind of switchback stairs of cement, and you see coming up those stairs what basically would amount to about a dozen or so homeless vagrant people. They're all very dirty, long hair, looking very wild. They have like very patchwork clothing. They're holding sickles and rusted knives and hatchets and whatnot, and they're moving towards you, and each of them wears a necklace, and around that necklace you can see is a bright amber gemstone that seems to move almost like it's filled with liquid. And you've seen that before. You've seen that amulet before, and that amulet, you know, is one of the symbols of what is essentially the devil. A being from the other side that is not the devil, but that is essentially the devil, a being Astaroth. And you know that he and all these people wear that thing, and they're starting to climb up the stairs towards you. And they're all making this strange kind of sound as they're climbing up the stairs.
Nope, don't like that. Other way. Heading out.
You turn around. As you turn around, just before you do, Bones, you suddenly feel weak and you're about to fall, and the church catches you, and you sort of come back to, and you realize you've lost time again. Are you okay? Agent Kellogg, are you okay? And he kind of slowly brings you to the ground.
Yes, no, I don't know.
I think we're, and then you see Bright coming up the stairs going, nope, and kind of backing out of there. There's people here. I think we have to go. Can you walk? Can you run? Can you stand?
Do I feel like that I could? Yeah, I think so.
It helps you get up, and you kind of start moving, and you can hear the footsteps and that strange sound that they're making coming up those stairs. And as you're running out, you look out the window, Dolores, and you see that night has fallen. It's dark outside. The sky is this kind of strange black and red, and you see out in the courtyard black obelisk, and you see a number of people gathered around it, almost as in a ritual.
Mr. Church, do you believe in prophecies?
I mean, I've cracked a Chinese fortune cookie or two in my time.
Do you believe in prophecies?
Yeah.
That's a real question. Yeah. I don't want to believe in them. But I don't think I have much of a choice.
Agent Kellogg, I don't know much about prophecies. Look, I don't even try to look at the big picture anymore. I just collect pieces and I let someone else make the puzzle. Big picture stuff scares me, and I'd rather not look at it.
Yeah, big black obelisks also scare me.
Big black obelisk where?
She points to what she's seeing.
And when you do, the window shatters and you see a number of people trying to get in, and you hear a couple other windows shattering around you, and you can see almost at every accessible point, window or door, boards are being ripped off the side of the building. Windows are shattering. You can hear movement upstairs on the second floor of windows carrying people moving, and you can see this mass of these vagrant or homeless looking people just sort of trying to get in and making that strange sound. And Church is like, what the fuck, Bright? What the fuck, Bright?
We have to find a way to get out of here. I don't know. I don't know why we stopped.
They're fucking everywhere. They're fucking everywhere.
Okay. You said every clear pathway is out. Is one of those windows, does it look like one of those windows has the lightest amount of people?
Sure.
I have a question for Bleak. Oh, go ahead, Ian. I'm sorry.
Is there a number that pops to your mind? There's 2 people in front of a window?
Yeah.
Okay. Ask your question, Bones, before I...
Can I start making my way towards the obelisk?
Yeah, you can start walking towards the window nearest it, and as soon as you do, Church is like, no, come back here, come back here.
I point my gun at him in a threat.
Oh, hey.
You don't want to go out there. Agent Kellogg, you don't want to go out there. That's not good out there. That's not...
I think I'm supposed to.
Is the prophecy you were talking about?
I had a dream last night.
Uh-huh.
You asked me if I've been sleeping okay. I haven't. In the dream, there's this obelisk. And it's huge, and there's all these, the fucking solar farm is there, and then in that house there's a painting, the same thing, and all these bodies were sort of piled up around the obelisk, but I was there. I was in that painting. I don't.
Are you sure that dream's not telling you to stay away
I don't know.
from the obelisk?
I don't think it matters. I think what matters is that I saw that painting and saw that I was in it, and I think that I'm supposed to be there.
Church looks to you, Bright. What are you doing?
I go after hearing this, like I approach Dolores and I go, hey, and try to like get them to lower the gun. You remember earlier when you asked if something was trying to kill you, would I protect you from it, or would I keep you from it? This is that moment. We need to go.
Very conflicted. I'm gonna roll a percentile.
While she's doing that, you remember something, Bright. That artifact that you... It is something that you've had for a long time, that you've been loath to use, because it literally does the worst thing that you can think of, and that is open a doorway to that other side.
Ooh, everyone, Church and Dolores can see like Bright is internally fighting with himself, and he's like, "Fuck." I pull out that artifact.
What are you? What was your role, Dolores?
I decided to stay with Bright.
He pulls out this artifact, and you see that it's this strange little kind of golden metal pyramid or triangle in some ways, and in the center of it is a little ball that looks to be made of diamond thing. And it's just kind of free floating in there, and it's just spinning slowly on itself in the center of this little thing that's big. And it was kind of collapsed, and he opened it, and the little ball was in. Is that what I think it is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, fuck, not again.
Yeah.
What is that?
You can see that now that the people have started coming in, and they're slowly coming towards you. They're circling.
Come on. And he like reaches out a hand for Dolores. Come on.
She puts her gun back. She takes his hand.
Okay, cool. Put your tongue to the roof of your mouth. bite on your lapel if you can. You're gonna feel queasy.
Yeah, it's gonna be Barforama or right aside, but it's fine. Just remember to turn your head away.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Will you answer it now? Can I trust you?
You can trust me. I need you to trust me.
Okay.
Give me a dabbler in the occult roll.
Don't fuck it up, Ian.
Let's fucking get active. I'm going to use another advantage because I don't want to fuck it up.
Plus soul.
Got it. It's one of my better ones. Hell yeah, let's ride.
Tonight we ride.
Bloop. Okay. Let's see that. 14, 17 total.
You've never had to use this before. You were made to memorize the various steps and the moves and the words, and you memorize them even though every part of your body screamed against it. But you do it now. You're under duress. These people are on top of you. There's probably 40, 50 of them now, all crowding around you, kind of approaching you. And you perform admirably, perform every step perfectly. And as you finish it, the three sides of the pyramid drop. And the low ball spins one more time, and then it drops to the ground. And when it does, everything goes dark. Dolores. With a start, you wake up in your hotel room, sweating. You missed your alarm clock. It's 7:45. You're going to be picked up in 15 minutes. You get up quickly. The dream sticks to you like your nightclothes stuck to you from the sweat, and you start combing your hair, and you start brushing your teeth, and you start preparing. It's your first day on the job.
Fuck. I hate being late.
You quickly get yourself ready. The last thing that you see is your gun on the desk, and grab it, and it feels odd because you're not someone who shot a lot of gun. You just discovered that you had quite an affinity for it, almost dead shot when you did the training, and you place it on your belt. Last night's dream, this weird dream of being stuck in this abandoned building with some guys you didn't know and zombies that were trying to kill you or something, just completely fucked up, and it stays with you almost like a film on your skin, and you just can't quite shake it. And it's just constantly with you in the back of your mind, and you step outside and the day is bright and clear with this white desert sunlight, and it's very warm. Immediately you start sweating again. And as you sweat and as you feel that trickle of it run down the back of your neck and down the back of your shirt, and you're uncomfortable, you recall that dream from last night. You recall stepping out of your test room, and you recall strange woman with pale white hair and pale skin and the deepest blue eyes you'd ever seen, dressed in this very sober low blue suit, approach you. And she spoke to you, and you don't remember what she said, but the more she spoke to you, the more afraid you became. And you know she was proposing something to you. She was suggesting something to you. She wanted you for something, and you kept shaking your head. And she just said, well, we'll see. And you remember running out of there. You remember running out of there and running onto the street and getting hit by a car, falling to the ground. And you remember coming to in and out of unconsciousness in the hospital for a while. Strange people coming to see you, this woman coming to see you, just everything very foggy. And then you were here. And as you look up the street, you see coming towards you. What does she see coming towards her, bride? What car like that you're driving?
It's an old burgundy Lincoln Continental. Big body metal. Pulls up. There's no music or anything.
Doesn't pull up quite yet. It's coming down the street. You see the man behind the wheel. He was in your dream last night. And all of a sudden, fear comes back and you remember in vivid detail the dream that you had. And as that car is approaching, you hear a door slam to your right and you look and there's a cab there. Someone just got out of it and they're paying and they're about to walk into a store. And the cab is idling there. And the other car's coming towards you. With that man from your dream, and that cab is there, idling. It could go anywhere, this cab. It could take you anywhere. What do you do?
I check my wristwatch and readjust my blazer. And I head towards the Lincoln Continental.
The car pulls up. There's no music. Man's sitting in it. Car stops and he opens the door. What does he say?
Get in. Hold on. Shuffles cans and papers and things out of the way. Come on.
Hello, Agent Bright.
Dolores.
You get into the car and close the door. And the car takes off down the road, chaotically. And then, my friends, where we're going. Nice little session. Kult.
That was fucking wild!
Insane.
Oh!
You thought I was gonna get in that cab?
Yes.
Did you? Did you, Ian?
Yeah, I there was a strong part of me that was just like, oh yeah, she's gonna leave. Everybody else said to leave.
Dolores
yeah.
is in it. She's in it.
She's in it for the biscuit.
The biscuit
Shit.
being Thomas Church. Anyway, what? Who said that?
Lock it up. Lock it up.